Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get into this. Not everything that I say is going to be politically correct, but I don't really give a damn. Um, I can't say that. What's going on, everybody? This is Chris, Small Circle. Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get started on the podcast. Not everything I say is going to be politically correct. So if I hurt your feelings or if I say something that is offensive to you, I'm sorry that you got your feelings hurt and you need to man up. Nope. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris at Small Circle. Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get started. Everything I say on here is not always going to be politically correct. For that, I apologize in advance. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings or to offend anyone. With that being said, enjoy the show. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris at Small Circle. Today's guest is Anthony at Vintage Cuts.
What's going on?
Anthony, solid dude, recommended by Jess Laywell at Castle Barbell. He was on the podcast a couple weeks ago, recommending him. I didn't even know where your place was. I've heard of Vintage Cuts, right? But man, that part, or for those who don't know, his shop is on 494 across from Lowe's, right next to Amadeo's, is it?
Right, same parking lot with Amadeo's. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Give them the address.
22704 Loop 494,
okay.
Kingwood.
Yeah. So I know they got a lot of the. How upset are you now that construction's right there, dude?
I'm ready for it to be over.
It's been an ongoing thing, hasn't it?
And it seems like it's been going on since I've been there. I've been there 3 years now. And
yeah.
I mean, they were further down, but now they're right there in front of the shop. They were supposed to be done by Christmas, but they got all the rain and the weather, and
it's always something, man. Yeah, I should have gotten into that kind of work, man. Get job security for the rest of your life,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
for sure. But how were the holidays, man? Good.
Holidays was good. It's quiet. I mean, it was cold, so
yeah,
I didn't do too much. Actually, I think I was at the gym on Christmas.
Were you?
Yeah,
right on. So yeah, that'll work. Well, y'all were pretty busy at the shop before.
Yeah. I mean, holidays are busy, but we tend to stay pretty steady.
You got your regulars and all that, right?
Regulars. Man, we're always getting new people in, whether it's referrals or just people that are in the parking lot at Dublin Hound, the cigar shop next door, or got the abstract karate jiu-jitsu right next to us.
Right.
So there's always people in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So definitely a good location.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. It's definitely, like you said, if it wasn't for the for that big dip that you got to go through to get into the parking lot, right? I guess that's why
you got to be careful with that one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're riding low, you got to be slow in there and go at an angle and all that stuff. But or just park at Lowe's or Nico's and walk over there. But yeah, it's it's kind of I wouldn't say a hidden gem. But I mean, if you're not looking for it, you'll miss it for sure, especially with the construction and all that stuff going on.
Yeah, I think once the construction is done, they'll widen it out. It'll be easy to see. So
yeah,
we're like I say, we're pretty established.
Yeah, everybody knows where you are. Now that I shared it on social media, there's a lot of my friends have commented on it saying like, "Oh yeah, man, I love that place and all that stuff." Whatever. People I didn't even know got their haircut there. You know,
right?
What I mean?
Good deal.
Yeah, good man, deal. For sure. So
it means people know we're there. So
yeah, right. Well, anyway, man. For those that don't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what made you come all the way out to Porter, Texas? I'm always interested in those stories, like what makes people come all the way out. How do they end up in Porter, Kingwood, Texas?
Right. Well, I mean, I was born and raised in Magnolia, Arkansas. And had a couple of tragedies. I moved to Texas. First time I moved to Texas was 01. Moved back home. 01, I lost my mom. So I needed to change of pace. So I moved out to College Station. Father got sick, so I went back home in 03. 04, he passed away. And 05, I was just like, man, I gotta move around. I need something different.
Yeah.
Had never been to Houston. Buddy of mine was out here, moved out here, man, and just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dang, man.
So I mean,
Came-
just took a chance.
Yeah, it was like
You
new
know,
city, new people,
yeah,
new all that, huh?
yeah, no family here. You know, I just found out a cousin of mine is here. I mean, I hadn't seen him since '98.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's here, but he's way out in Richmond.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, but other than that,
Yeah. Yeah, so you can say you're from Houston, but you'll still be an hour and a half away from
absolutely,
from
absolutely.
somebody. It takes an hour and a half to get from one end of Houston to the other, that's for sure.
But no, Houston's been good to me though.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I've had the shop since 2014. Been in Kingwood since 2014, since I first opened.
That's your only shop?
That's the only shop now. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
My original location flooded twice. It was before Harvey. That was tax day and Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
So after the second flood, I was like, you know what? I gotta go. Went to Woodland Hills across from Kingwood Middle School. I was there for a little bit. I had issues with Barbers there, so ended up shutting that one down. And at the same time, I was opening up 494.
Yeah.
So it's 494 has been good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Got a good crew in there.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Why don't you introduce the staff?
Okay. Well, my manager is Bree.
Bree.
Then I have Viviana. She's been with me 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
And then Shy, she's been with me a year. And they hold me down when I'm not there.
Yeah.
They take care of the place. So
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we were gonna do this about a month back or something, but you were in Singapore.
Yeah,
I
was out of town.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so I mean that says a lot right there for you to go not only out of town but another country though. You know what I mean? Have them hold it down. That says a lot.
Yeah. I was doing that before, man, and it was sketchy, but it's
But yeah, it's important that you find a good crew, a small circle, if you will, for sure.
definitely.
Yeah, Viviana, she's the one that cuts my hair. She's been I've been in there 3 times now, I think.
Think so.
So yeah.
No, she's amazing. She definitely does her thing, and
yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Viviana for sure, 100%. Let's see. So how long have you been cutting hair?
A little bit over 20 years. Been licensed for 16, I think.
Yeah.
But I started cutting when I was 13. It's like I knew what a haircut was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
And every time I got a haircut, man, I was just like, I'm going home trying to fix something, or it was it just looking at it was like, nah, this could be better. So I just got some clippers and started working on myself. And
like if you want things right, you got to do it yourself.
got to.
Right.
Got to.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that's cool. So you've been licensed. So you opened the shop. You opened your own shop 4 years ago?
No, 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've been at this one for 4, right?
Almost
4.
Yeah, but I opened my first shop in 2014.
Yeah,
November of 2014.
Yeah,
and man, just going at it, man.
How do you like it? You like being your own boss and all that stuff and everything? Is it?
I do. I mean, it's always some kind of frustration or something, but man, I'm stubborn, man. I just keep going. It's like stuff happens. It's like, oh well.
Yeah.
You got to keep going.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
It's easy to give up. But, just push through it, and you'll see the success. I gauge it by the people coming back. That's how I gauge my success. Is people coming back, people recommending other people. People talking about it. On social media, or the local groups that they have. Like Kingwood Moms is one of our biggest supporters, man.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man. And if the parents are comfortable with the kids coming in, then that makes it all better.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right. So, Yeah. Now, my wife's been on that Kingwood Moms a few times, getting recommendations and stuff like that. I'm telling you, yeah, man, if you piss that group off, you might as well just hang it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
You
man.
might as well just hang it up.
But and that's the thing. You want an environment that parents are okay with bringing their kids to.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. If parents are comfortable with their kids, especially moms,
Yeah.
they're gonna tell their friends. They're gonna,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is the place to go.
Yeah.
So I'm real conscious about like the music that's playing. Like, sometimes you have conversations, but then you gotta remember, oh, okay, it's kids around,
Right.
so
Yeah.
you just kind of redirect. But no, I mean, we love the support.
Yeah.
We love the support. So
Yeah. So what made you want to I guess go your own way, like build, open your own shop, you know?
I just, I just have my own way of doing things. It's
Yeah.
like I don't, I really don't care what other people are doing.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like I know what I don't want to do. I know, it's like I know how I want my shop to look. I know, when people come in, how it smells,
Mm-hmm.
what's playing, what conversations are being had. And I just wanted a place that at the end of the day was comfortable for everybody, but people could come in and be like, man, this reminds me of a shop that I used to go to when I was a kid.
Right.
That's how I just wanted to bring that old school back, man. Just,
Yeah.
you know, classic cuts, just with a little modern twist to it.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to have you on, just because like gym owners and barber shops and tire shops too. Like those three, like you drive like within a mile and you're probably gonna hit maybe about 3 or 4 of them
right.
in 1 mile.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? So there's a lot of competition out there, and especially with gyms and barbershops, because uh from what I see anyway, like gyms, it's hard to beat Planet Fitness $10 a month, right?
True.
And it's hard to beat, what is it, whatever, Sports Clips or Supercuts or whatever, the $5
Right.
clips. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference between gyms and barbers, uh, obviously, right? You go into a $5 barbershop and you pay $5, you're gonna get a $5 haircut. You know what
Absolutely.
you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So it goes back to that whole deal. You get what you pay for. You know what I
Right.
mean? But yeah, I feel for you guys, because especially with all the growth out here,
Well,
especially since they opened up Valley Ranch and
right.
right there, that new Kroger right there on North Park and 59. There's like 3 or 4 barber shops in there alone.
Yeah.
So
But the thing is, I don't knock the franchises,
sure,
but at the same time, we're more personable.
right,
Like,
hmm,
we get to know the people sitting in our chair. It's not, we don't look at it as a number. We
yeah,
look at it once you come in, sit down, we have a conversation. Once we do the consultation and I figure out how you want your haircut, I'm trying to find out something about you.
right. You just sit down, right? But yeah,
That's
right, yeah,
it. And
relax,
it's a family atmosphere.
right,
It's like the clients become part of the family.
yeah,
They come in, we know things about them, they know things about us. And I think that's what will always set like gyms, barbershops, and places like that sets them apart from your commercial places.
hmm,
It's we're personable.
yeah,
It's like you come in, somebody's speaking to you when you walk through the door. It doesn't matter if it's your first time
one
in
hundred
or if you've
percent,
been there, if you're there every week, it
yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah,
You come in, we'll address you by name.
yeah,
And that's kind of what sets us apart.
yeah. I felt that first time I walked in. Viviana made me feel right at home. Sat down. I understood. It was my first time, so we made our
Right.
introduction and everything like that. And I told her how I wanted my hair and stuff and everything. And then she's like, "Okay, you know, and not she wasn't pushy, you know, like most barbers are. They're like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like basically, you know, I know what you want. You don't know what you want. You know what I mean? I'm the professional here. You know what I
Right.
mean? So she was real cool. And then on the second time that I had went, and of course I walked in, she already knew me. She knew my name.
Right.
You know, I came and sat down, and she was like, basically, she already knew. You know what I mean? It was like
Right.
same as last time, you know, and that's different than going into a franchise, because it seems like there's always a new person at, you know, at those franchise places,
Yeah.
and you have to always keep, you know, telling them what you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? At your shop, it's not like that.
And I mean, it's unfortunate
Yeah.
that they're like that, but I mean, you know, that's just kind of their model.
Right.
You know, get them in, get them out. I mean, we're not gonna keep you there all day, but at the
Right.
same time, we want you to get the cut that you want. You know, and you know, some people bring in pictures, and we, you know, we look at the picture, and we, you know, we have to tell them that, you know, hey, you know, the picture might be enhanced, or you know, they got product, they got the hairstyle, and it's like, look, if you're not gonna style it like that, it's not gonna look like that.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so we just try to give them exactly what they want, but we try to get them to understand that, hey, are you gonna take the extra time to style your hair like this,
Right.
or do you want something that's just easy? You get up, kind of, you know, run your fingers through it, and you good.
Right.
So, but
It,
yeah, we talk to them and make sure before we pick up clippers or anything that, hey, we're on the same page.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Right. Yeah. You can take more off, but you can't put it back on.
I mean, you can, but you know that glue gets hot, man. So we try we try to do it right the first time.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
so
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like the aesthetic of your shop. And I love the name, you know what I mean? The name
right.
says it all. You know, I like the logo, you know what I mean, with the straight razor being the V and all that and everything. I saw
And
that.
it's now the funny thing about the logo is I had a logo and I had a client come in. Well, client of mine, his wife came in with a friend of hers to get her son's haircut.
Yeah.
And they asked me about the logo or something. And I was just like, man, if you can make it better, you know, I'm open minded about it. And man, this is basically what came out of that.
Really?
So yeah. So I appreciate them for that. They definitely redid it and made it a lot better than it was. So
Yeah.
so it's definitely a statement piece.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool. It
Yeah,
stands out for sure.
yeah. So
Definitely,
so I
definitely.
definitely
You sell those in your shop, right?
yeah, we do sell shirts, hats, polos,
Yeah.
but you know, t-shirts and hats, we try to keep those on hand.
Yeah.
You know, that way, you know, people can be out there representing us and you know, just kind of be that walking billboard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's awesome, man. So you like the spot? You plan on staying there?
I do. I
Yeah.
do. I plan on being there as long as I can be.
Yeah. What about maybe possibly a second location? What's the future plans for
I
vintage?
mean, second location is always in the works. Just finding barbers is hard,
Really?
you know. Um,
Well, one like licensed ones, or ones that want to work? Because it seems like
both,
nobody wants to work these days.
both.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
seems like nobody wants to work these days at all.
I mean, that it's just this society kind of, you know.
Hmm.
It's like everybody, you know, a lot of people look at where I am now,
Hmm.
but they didn't see the beginning. They didn't
Right.
see the
Yeah.
middle. They didn't see, you know, because when I opened, man, you know, it was one of those things like I didn't have any clients, you know,
Right.
and I didn't even have social media. I think the first 3.5 years,
Yeah.
you know, I was literally passing out cards. Like if I left the shop, I leave a sign on the door like, "Hey, I'm just up the street.
Right.
Call me, and I'll be right back."
Yeah.
You know, but I'm, you know, just passing out cards, just
Right.
you know, letting people know, hey, I'm over here. You know, I mean, giving out free cuts, letting people know, like, hey, this is what you get when you come here.
Right.
You know, so I took the first 3.5, 4 years, just setting a standard.
Right.
You know, setting a standard for the brand. You know, just what people should expect when they come in. Um, And sometimes you get people that come in and they understand that. And sometimes, people want to come in and go against the grain and do their own thing. And it's like, man, trust me, the footwork's already done. Just come in and do your thing. Just be at work. That's the biggest thing. Like with anything else, you just got to be there
Right.
to see, to see the results. So
Nah, yeah, 100%, man. Everybody. It seems like everybody trying to cut corners these days. It's like you're saying they want to see, they want to be where you're at already. And it's hard to do that. You know what I mean? I'm the same way. I was a machinist for almost 20 years. You know what I mean? And now I'm in an office and stuff and everything, and I get to be on my phone. And I get leniency on what I do and stuff. And these young kids, they come in and they're like, well, I want to be on my phone like you, or I want to do like you. I'm like, man, I'm like, dude, like you got to work 7/12s for about 3 or 4 years, 5 years straight to, in order to do what I do. You know what I mean? It's like, you got, like you're saying, you got to put in the work. You got to beat the street. You got to do, and it's like you said, just watch it pay off.
Yeah, it's the instant gratification is what everybody expects, but it's no reality to that.
Yeah,
you gotta put the work in.
Yeah,
gotta put the work in.
100%, 100%. And so we got to you're up for you'll do another location when the time's right, or all that.
When the time's right, and
yeah,
I still have still have a couple of chairs here, that I want to fill.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, I'm an educator as well. I work with, I have one youth group that I work with.
Okay.
And I have some things in the works with them. It's kind of educating the young men that are there. It's just mentoring them, just getting them to understand, don't, your situation, hey, it happened, it's over. Let's figure out a way,
move
that
forward.
You could be a better person. Don't let that determine who you are. So I like working with them. That's fulfilling. Just being a positive, just a positive role model for people to look at. Never. I guess I didn't intend to be, but it just kind of worked out that way. But
yeah, man, that's good stuff.
It's good. When people come in and just the feedback they give you, and it's like, man, okay, so I must be doing something right.
Right.
So
that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So what advice do you give to somebody that's coming up, whatever, somebody that, that wants to hustle, that wants to beat the street, that wants to, be, I guess, in your shoes one day, and he's just starting out, fresh out of barber school?
I mean, the biggest thing is be yourself.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is be yourself, but just put the work in. Don't worry about the money. The money, if you work on your craft, perfect your craft, the money's gonna come.
Yeah.
If you come in and the money is your focus, your clients are gonna see right through it. It's gonna show in your work. Are we in it to make money? Absolutely.
Right.
But you can't let that be your main focus.
Main focus, right. Yeah.
Just put the work in. You'll see the benefits. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna get frustrating. I mean, it was days I sat in the shop, man. I didn't cut one head. Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, okay. But
is this the right move? Did I mess up? Like all these things start coming to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can talk yourself out of anything, man.
Right.
But you just got to stay focused and stay determined. Like I said, I'm stubborn. So it's like I accept, I understand you got to fail to move forward, to grow.
Right.
But I refuse to be a failure.
Yeah.
So it's like, I take those losses as learning experiences, but at the same time, it's like, okay, this happened. What can I do different? But at the same time, I'm moving forward. I'm not letting it hold me back. And, that's the thing they got to understand. Like, man, there's going to be some days you might come in there and do good. Next day, you might not do anything.
Right.
But just get yourself out there. You know, I I still to this day, I still pass out cars.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't stop for me.
Right. Yeah.
Whether I'm
No.
at a
Yeah.
restaurant or just at the store, I always got a shirt on. The crazy part is I really don't like attention,
Yeah.
but I wrap my Jeep, so it's like, yeah, okay, that's out the window right now. But
Right, yeah.
it's one of those things. Like it's a billboard every day.
Mm-hmm.
So every
Yeah.
day somebody sees it and it sparks somebody's interest. Like, so
Yeah.
it's the journey has been good, man.
That's good
You
stuff,
know,
man. That's good stuff. Yeah, dude. Like you're saying, man. Uh, it's it's inspiring. You know what I mean, for the youth.
right.
To see somebody, make it, and stuff like that. Especially, like I said, especially in an occupation that's so diluted, and cutthroat. You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean,
Oh,
it's hard. It's hard to beat these $5, $10 haircuts. Like that.
mm, it
Yeah.
is until
You start right. If like
because
if you don't care about what kind of haircut you get, then sure,
right.
by all means,
But a
But
lot of people don't know they're getting a bad haircut until they get a good haircut.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
because if
yeah.
you think about it, if you're going to the same person, right?
Hmm.
9 times out of 10, if they're used to cutting your hair, if they are making a mistake, it's the same mistake.
Right,
So to the client, it looks the same. It's
right.
like, okay. But then, they something happens, that person's not there anymore. They, like I say, they get referred to us, or they, pull us up on Google, and they come in, they take a chance, and it's like, oh wow.
This is what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
right. Yeah,
and like
that's
I said,
cool.
I don't down talk anybody.
Nah,
Whatever
nah.
people do,
What? Yeah, to each his
that's their
own
thing.
for
But
sure. Yeah,
I guarantee you, if you come in vintage cuts, you're gonna get a nice cut.
yeah,
That's regardless of who you go to in there. Everybody takes care of you.
yeah. 100%. Yeah, I can
So
back that up for sure. So, appointments, walk-ins. I know you got an app. That's how I do my
right,
what's the easiest way for people to get in there and get a cut?
the easiest way is to make an appointment. If you download the Vintage Cut app, go to the Google Play Store, the Apple Store,
Right.
type in Vintage Cuts, you'll see the logo pop up. And if you do it through the app, you actually get points for every haircut.
Okay.
And so after the 10th or 11th haircut, that the next one is free.
Okay.
So we do have a website as well, vintagecutbarbershop.com. And either one is good, but we recommend the app. It's more convenient. Most people are on their phone anyway.
Right.
So it's like you're riding, it's like, oh shoot, I need a haircut. You can just boom, make your appointment.
Yeah.
You get your notifications, we get the notification, and we try to take walk-ins where we can,
Right.
but if we're booked, we try to get them to book before they leave.
Mm-hmm.
That way they get the notification, so they're
Right.
aware of when their appointment is.
Yeah.
And then they get another notification. I think it's either an hour or 30 minutes before.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
So we just try to make it as convenient as possible, because we can't guarantee walk-ins.
Right.
We try to take them, but we highly recommend appointments.
Yeah, nah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. So what's y'all's busiest time? Before the holidays, huh?
Man, Thursday is one of our busiest days.
Yeah.
Um,
Before the weekend.
Yeah,
All
because some
that.
people don't want to come in on the weekend.
Right.
They want to get in before, but doing appointments on the weekend, it kind of makes it easy because they can get in. You don't have to worry about just sitting there. If you have an appointment, we respect that time.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other end, we ask that you respect our time. If you can't make it, or if you're gonna be late, just give us a call.
Right.
It's no big deal. We try to be, as lenient as possible, but at the same time, you're cutting into the next appointment. So if anything over 5 minutes late, if you haven't called us or whatnot, we reschedule and you have to pay again.
Right.
So we try to get them like, hey, you're responsible.
Right. No, yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, you really can't blame. I can't blame you. You know what I mean? Because I mean, that's really kind of money out of your pocket, that you could
right,
have filled with somebody that needed that haircut
right,
or something like that,
right,
or you just sent a walk in away. You know
exactly.
what I
And
mean? And then
that's
it's
why
like,
we
nah,
do it.
sorry, I'm booked up, and then that walk in just walked out, and then
They say,
so
this
nobody
person
showed
not
up.
showing up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
So,
don't blame you on that,
um,
100%. It seems that a lot of them are going
yeah,
like that too. You know what I mean?
it just makes it easier for everybody.
Yeah,
But now we do understand stuff comes up.
yeah,
It might be an emergency or whatever, and we try to work with them.
hmm,
But you got to be careful because some people try to make it a habit.
yeah, right,
It's like you work with them that one time. It's like, okay, well, they let me ride this time. You try it
right,
again, then it becomes a pattern. It's like, yeah, nah. And I mean, it's at a point sometimes when people do that, we tell them that you have to come in as a walk-in from now on because you're taking up an appointment spot.
right,
You're never on time. You never, so.
yeah,
But most of our clients, man, they're pretty good about showing up on time.
yeah.
So.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, I always like to be. I was in the military, so I always like to be there 15 minutes before my appointment. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean, and all that stuff and everything like that. And plus, I always try to um respect other people's time.
Right.
As well. You know what I mean? I like that a lot. It shows a lot about someone's character. I think my
Absolutely. Absolutely.
on that stuff. That's what I try to instill in my kids all the time, man. That's an uphill battle. Anyway, that's for another episode.
Right.
For sure. But anyway, man. All right. Well, as we start to wind this up, I always do a top three to end these podcasts. On top three, since you're a barbershop owner, what name? Let's give me three other barbershops besides yourself that you would recommend to someone else.
Lather and Fades on
Yeah.
Luetta.
Right.
My boy Chase, his crew, if you're in that area, they'll take care of you. Razor Shop 3000. It's in Humble. It's gosh, South of Wilson, and I think that's Business 1960. But
Okay.
my boy DJ, his crew, they'll take care of you. If you're in that area. And shops, I got two more. It's my boy Keith at Fire Cuts. He'll take care of you as well. I think he's close to Bush Airport. And then down on Westheimer, my boy Jay with better butter blends. He's a good guy as well. So
Okay.
those are like go-tos. Those are people I know personally.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not just me telling you that. It's like these are people I know personally, and I know they'll take care of you if you go in there.
Okay. Yeah. Right on, man. That's cool. That's uh that's what's up. Well, hey man, I really appreciate you coming through.
Man, I appreciate
All
you
that,
for having
man.
me, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure. Solid dude. You got any last words for anybody or anything or
I mean,
whatever?
just
Oh, what's your hours? You
oh,
closed on any days or anything?
we are closed on Wednesday. Wednesday is our only closed day. Sunday 1 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 9 to 7, and Saturday from 8 to 6.
Okay. Right on. So, all right. Well, hey, you guys heard it here. Download the app. Go on there. It's real easy to use. Make your appointment. Show up early to the appointment. Respect these guys' times. Come on, you guys don't. And like I said, they will charge you if you don't make the appointment. So show up, be a grown person, and respect people's times. Let's see. For anybody that, like I said, again, give them the address one more time.
The address is 22704 Loop 494,
Yeah.
Kingwood, Texas. Suite K.
So yeah, so, it's right next to that Italian place, right?
Yes,
The
Amadeo's, Montana's bar,
yeah, Montana.
and
Yeah, that's it.
Dublin
Montana's
House Cigar is right next door to us.
Yeah, and it's right across the street from the Lowe's on 494. For all you old heads out there, It's in the same it's in the same what do you call it? Business building, or whatever building, whatever, as that old that the OG liquor store. B&G, was it B&G?
B&G, yeah.
B&G liquor store.
And then you
So,
got abstract jiu-jitsu and
yeah,
tumbling.
yeah,
They're right next to us as well.
yeah.
So,
Years ago, before Specs and like all the liquor stores and stuff started moving out to Kingwood and
right.
Porter and New Caney and all that, it was a dry county, but
Mm,
it was dry only for liquor. Like, you go to the store and you could buy beer
right.
and all that, right? But the nearest liquor store that you could buy actually liquor from is B&G. That right there, the liquor
Nice. So
store.
they've been there that long.
They've been there that long,
Wow.
man. Yeah,
That's
for
pretty
sure.
cool.
Yeah, man. So that one, that was like the go-to. That was the nearest liquor store that you could
Gotcha.
go to in like New Caney, Porter area,
Right.
like 20 something years ago. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Well, they've been there a lot longer than that, but I'm just
Right.
talking about since I started buying there from there,
Gotcha.
you know.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so that's why I told him that for the old heads that
Right. Right. Didn't
that know
know.
where it is.
Know
Yeah,
it's there.
right. Yeah, for
Gotcha.
sure, right. But anyway, all right, guys. Like I said before, go check this guy's place out. Um, Shout out to Viviana. She cuts my hair. To make an appointment with her. Make an appointment with Anthony. Who else? Who other barbers you got?
We got Bree and we got Shy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. You're gonna like the layout of the place, the atmosphere, all that and everything. They're gonna take care of you. Mention me. Mention Small Circle. They'll take care of you. And I'll probably see you in there. But anyway, this is gonna be my last podcast for the year. The holidays just passed, the New Year's coming up, and all this and everything. I've been doing this for almost a year. Um, and I couldn't think of a better way to close out the podcast than somebody that I just met. A solid dude. So with that being said, we're gonna start the year off right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna upgrade all my equipment and stuff. Start getting some cordless mics. We're gonna start doing some mobile podcasts. Might even show up to Anthony's over at Vintage or whatever and do a podcast there. That way you can meet the crew there and all that stuff. Whatever. Maybe chop it up while I'm trying to get a haircut or something like that. So but that's what's in the future. I got more. I got new gear coming. Um, Hoodies, shirts, hats, stickers. I'm going full force in 2023. So, but anyway, go support Vintage. He's local, solid dude. Ask around. You won't be disappointed. Promise. You guys have a great, safe New Year. Anthony, thanks again, man. I really appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate you for having me.
Chopping it up for sure. With that being said, you guys already know, stay tuned, stay safe, stay solid, and keep your circle small.